You think your dog loves you so much that he cries when you leave? You're wrong. That's not love, that's panic. And every single time you walk out that door without a plan, you are accidentally training your dog to fall apart even more. In this video, I'll explain how you stop making your dog's anxiety worse. Stay until the end of this video and you'll know exactly what's going on inside your dog's brain and the 10 things you can do starting today to help your dog relax when home alone. Here's what separation anxiety actually looks like in real life. Your neighbor might text you while you're at work. "Hey, is your dog okay? I can hear him barking and whining through the wall." Even if your dog suffers in silence, you might come home to chewed furniture, to scratched doors, to a dog who acts like you just came back from a long vacation. Every single day. And the worst part? Dogs with untreated separation anxiety don't just suffer for 5 minutes. Some dogs are in a state of acute stress for hours. And that happens every day you leave. Let's look at it from your dog's perspective. Because hearing it from his perspective, his behavior will make so much more sense to you.
Hey, it's me, your dog. It's true. Separation anxiety isn't a minor inconvenience. It's chronic stress that suppresses my immune system, shortens my lifespan, and causes lasting behavioral damage. And the worst part, separation anxiety is one of the most common reasons dogs end up in shelters. Fortunately, it's fixable, but only if you understand what's actually happening inside me. How you, my human friend, respond to my anxiety directly determines whether it gets better or significantly worse. I want you to know this. I'm hardwired from birth for social connection. My mother, sisters, and brothers would never leave me alone. Being alone isn't just hard for me. It's biologically unnatural. I've got anxious because I watched you leave hundreds of times. I've learned every step of the sequence. Keys, jacket, bag, door, and then you are gone. My brain connected those dots a long time ago, and now I can't unconnect them. So when I hear that jingle, even before you've moved toward the door, my heart rate climbs. My body fills with stress hormones. I can't think clearly anymore. I am genuinely physiologically in survival mode. I feel like being locked in a room with no way of knowing if anyone is ever coming back. But here's what I need you to know. My brain can change. Those keys don't have to mean danger. Being alone doesn't have to mean panic. With the right approach, you can literally rewire what I feel when you walk out that door. That's not wishful thinking. That's just how brains work. Mine included. 10 things that help me. Stay calm. 1. Build a meaningless departure routine. Right now, I read your whole morning like a script. Alarm, coffee, shoes, keys, gone. Every cue triggers more anxiety. I learn through repetition and association. Break the pattern and you break the trigger. After a few weeks of scrambled routines, putting on shoes and then sitting back down, picking up keys and watching TV, my stress response to these cues will drop significantly. Help me by making your departure boring, unpredictable, meaningless. 2. Practice short absences first. Start small. Leave me for 30 seconds. Come back. Leave me for 50 seconds. Come back. Do this several times a day for short periods. Extend the time slowly, and this will happen. You're teaching my nervous system that departures always end in a safe return. Every successful short absence builds my confidence. Be patient with me. The goal in week 1 isn't an hour. It's 60 calm seconds. 3. No big hellos and goodbyes. Stop the dramatic farewell and the explosive reunion greeting. Because what you're accidentally communicating is, being apart from you is a big deal. Calm, low-key departures and returns show me that this is just a normal part of the day, not an emergency. Before you leave, focus on yourself for at least 5 minutes. This way, I feel like I'm not the center of your attention anymore, which makes staying alone afterwards easier for me. When you return, give me a brief and calm, "Hi, I'm back," and ignore me afterwards until I have calmed down. This way, I learn that I only get your full attention when I'm calm. 4. Create a safe space. Without a safe space, I roam, I pace, and my stress keeps building. Give me a dedicated spot, an open crate, a bed, or a corner that is comfortable and always associated with good things. Gradually introduce to a crate, Enclosed spaces can activate my parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode. But be careful, if I was never properly crate trained, or if I panic inside one, forcing enclosure will make things significantly worse. Watch how I respond. The space should feel safe, not like a trap. 5. Exercise before you leave. When you leave me alone with a body full of unused energy and a brain full of worry, I have nowhere to put it. So walk me or play actively for at least 30 to 45 minutes before any long absence. After I've actually worked my muscles and used my nose, the stress hormones drop. Something in me just settles. I sleep instead of pacing. I stay quiet instead of barking. I leave your couch alone. We're halfway through. Tip 6 is one most owners overlook completely. Are you one of them? 6. Use a high-value chew or puzzle toy. Give me a frozen Kong, a lick mat, or a slow feed puzzle, but only when you leave. Not during the day anymore. That's very important for it to work. Chewing and licking activate calming signals in my nervous system. They tell my body, slow down, everything is fine. After a while, I promise you this. When you grab your keys, I won't think, oh no, not again. I'll think, oh nice, the frozen Kong is coming. One warning, if I'm already too anxious, I may ignore the Kong completely. That's useful information. It tells you my anxiety threshold is too high for food to work yet, and that you need to go back to shorter absences first. 7. Leave calm background sound. When you leave, and the house goes silent, every sound from outside gets enormous. A car door, a dog barking 3 houses down, keys in the hallway, each one hits me like an alarm. Is that a threat? Should I react? I don't know. So I stay on edge the whole time. Researchers found that dogs showed significantly lower stress when exposed to pleasant background sound like classical music. Pleasant background sound tells my nervous system this is normal. Relax. So put something on before you leave. It could help me a lot. 8. Don't punish anxiety behavior. When you walk in and see what I did, please don't yell. I know it looks bad. I know the couch didn't deserve it. I wasn't trying to punish you for leaving. I was terrified. By the time you're standing there, staring at the damage, I have no idea what I did. That was hours ago. All I know right now is that you're home, and you're furious, and I don't understand why. So now I have 2 fears: being alone and what happens when you come back. I'm not asking you to be happy about the couch. I'm asking you to take a breath, clean it up, and figure out why it happened, instead of making me afraid of the one person I love most. 9. Consider a dog camera. I can't tell you how I'm doing when you're gone. I can't text you. I can't leave a note. You're going to assume. And honestly, you're probably wrong. A camera doesn't lie. Put one up. Watch what actually happens after you leave. Do I settle after 10 minutes? Or do I pace for 3 hours straight? Do I eat the Kong or ignore it completely? That footage is the most honest conversation we'll ever have. You can't fix what you can't see. So look. 10. Know when to call a professional. If I'm mildly anxious, everything in this video can help. But if I'm hurting myself or have been struggling for months, call a professional. Because I didn't choose to be anxious. The only thing standing between me and a calmer life is you.